So this is Molly's last walk on the night of the 21st of November 1930. Molly turned into Berkeley Street, the shop lights beginning to fade behind her. Pulling out her handkerchief, she mopped her face dry. Tears over, she needed a new plan. Tugging off her favourite red beret, Molly let the night breeze wash over her. As she moved into the residential streets, the commercial odours of dust and engine oil were gradually replaced by a rich tapestry of night blossom, clipped lawn, and the occasional hint of eucalyptus. She sighed loudly, the sound attracting the attention of a couple of men, clearly on their way home from a late drink in one of St Kilda's less salubrious establishments. Molly flicked her eyes in their direction, assessed and dismissed them. Crossing the intersection into Mitford Street, Molly felt her resolve harden, and in response her pace quickened, making her seem like a stop-motion animation as she moved between the light puddles around the street lamps. She rounded the corner into Dickens Street. Not bloody likely, she laughed. Pygmalion's notorious line was the perfect response to every plan her mother had for her. No more. This time she would go and not look back. If Eliza Doolittle could do it, Molly Dean could do it, and she didn't need anyone to tell her how. A sudden screech made her snap her head to the right. A man, sharply outlined by the light behind him, was framed in a first-floor window. His arms, raised as if in surrender, still grasped the edge of the pane he had thrown open. Their eyes met, and Molly was preparing a pithy rebuff when his gaze suddenly shifted down the street and he withdrew from sight. Primed now, Molly half hoped her mother would be lying in wait as she often was, although it may be better to hold off until morning and present her plan rationally, part of her hunger for confrontation. It didn't really matter. Despite the late hour, Molly knew tonight there would be no sleep as she mapped out the next stage of her life, the first step to truly greater things. She turned without thinking into Addison Street, a landscape obscured by night, but with the path familiar to her feet.